start the Jonathan Smith era off on the right foot. They take the field for the first time under their new head coach. 9-0 on Friday night games since 2011, and welcoming in Florida Atlantic tonight to kick off the season. Spartans versus Owls from Spartan Stadium in beautiful East Lansing, Michigan, striping up the stadium tonight and a sold-out crowd. So now we get to see the 18-year-old captain, Aidan Giles. His first snap in the Michigan State uniform. Wants to throw it on his first snap. Going downfield, bobbled, and was that picked off inbounds off the carom? It was not. He wanted Montorie Foster, and in on the coverage was Bugs Brown.
Fantastic effort here by Bugs Brown, because Montorie Foster is trying to get that second effort. Now, Bugs Brown, the feet are in bounds, but not before he is able to control that football. Great job locating it. We're going to get a closer look here. That left foot, that right foot, but it's just too late. Still tremendous.
He absolutely established control when that left toe is still on the ground. That's the one that I'm
player number 11.
I really don't. I mean, I like it as an incomplete pass, but, you know, when you look at it and look at that left toe, see what Brian Banks says.
45-yard line.
Now Fancher gonna go down, and the Michigan State defense answers back. Chris Bogle at the forefront there. His first tackle of the season, a big one.
Key on their roster.
Now Childs at guard, and he has Alante Brown over the middle receiver, who's hoping to have a big year this season. If you can have him break out of Memphis receiving corps, it could be big for Michigan State.
And if you can have a quarterback that can...
For Michigan State. And Childs will go to the air again, wants the deep shot this time in one-on-one. Had intentions for Glover. There is a flag out. This could and probably should be a first down. For tonight, I've already heard from him a couple of times. So up near midfield now, they go to Carter, the leading rusher from last season. Got a gaping hole in that right side, led by a good block from Christian Phillips. Ambush his helmet, the linebacker for Florida Atlantic. So 3rd and 6. How can Giles handle his third down? Ball comes out. Nearly the second turnover of this opening quarter for Michigan State. And that's... They'll fake it. Fancher pressured and drops. Safety. Dequan Dowse. First points of the season for Michigan State. Put 2 on the board.
Points in the new era of football. I hope he walks right over to his offense and say, you thought you were going to get the first points. Dowse is not the biggest guy, but what he has is a motor. You see him blow by that safety.
Little room for Brown. Got a block and some room on this left side out to the 40. And sets up the offense with some really good field position. Gain of 32. 3rd and 12. They've taken one deep shot on this drive. They need 12 here. Did they get enough on the first career catch for Nick Marsh? Belling, they brought in motion to try to block and get this 2 yards with Carter, where it looks like they're marking it. Fake it to Carter, roll out, Masunis again. First down and more, they'll dip inside of the red zone for the first time today.
But that doesn't mean you cannot take your eyes off number 12.
3rd and 7, they looked that direction. It's Belling instead blocking for Foster. And he got dropped down by Eddie Williams by the ankles.
He lost the ball.
And the ball came out at the end, and it's going to go to Florida Atlantic. So the second Michigan State turnover.
Absolutely. You have to step on that belief as early as possible. Michigan State has not done that yet.
Fancher, the transfer from Marshall, slides down, and then there goes the flag. So this is very interesting because the Michigan State coaching staff actually told
don't even have their jerseys dirty yet.
So now Fancher designed run, another slide.
Settle in as a group offensively. We had a couple procedure things, obviously finishing drives, not putting the ball on the ground. And so we got to stay aggressive. We still want to be able to mix the thing, throwing and running it. And so really pleased where our defense kind of keeping us around this thing.
Thanks, Coach.
So here, yet another play where Fancher is sliding and it leads to some contact late. Both.
Unfortunately, Jason, this is well, let's see the slide here. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
Malik Spencer is flirting with ejection. That is not to justify Malik Spencer, who that is clear targeting.
So they bring 5 on third down. Dark over the middle, intercepted. It's Angelo Gross with the pick. It's been a turnover fast early on, and Michigan State takes it right back after they gave it away for a second time. 35 starts of experience coming into the season for Gross. We just saw Malik Spencer get disqualified. Gross steps up, gets the pick, and the Spartan offense takes over when we come back from East Lansing. Third and 8. Fifth third down of the day for Michigan State. They want one-on-one here, and that is out of the reach of Alante Brown.
Jason, it was out of his reach because he stopped running, and you're probably going to see Aiden Childs go right up to him.
Fancher will go to the air, a rare throw, second interception of the first half for Michigan State. And this time it's Martinez who has it. He is dodging through traffic, has just subbed in for the ejected Malik Spencer and gets his INT.
How about some defense? Kai Martinez catches that ball and immediately turns into a punt returner. Cam Fancher lets that ball sail, but that doesn't overlook the tremendous coverage out there on the outside. But when the ball sails like that, that's about the easiest interception Martinez is going to get. Fantastic job by this defense, having their offense.
The umbrella, so it is third down. 1 for 5 on third down today. Second trip into the red zone. Fumbled the last time. Can they get points this time? It's Childs using his legs. Childs into the end zone for his first touchdown in the Michigan State uniform.
Zone number, an offense that has moved the ball but has struggled. The design quarterback run, you saw Nate Carter burst through the line there. And Childs just follows him to the end zone, spinning his way to 6 points.
Touchdown run. And Jonathan Kim taps on the icing on the cake there.
Ashton, Gordon Hall, you'll see them all throughout the year.
Fancher not facing pressure this time, finds Campbell, who slipped out of the initial contact, but did not get enough for a first down. Doing enough to slow him down is Martinez, who would
His first rushing touchdown.
Thanks, Danny. Tanner Miller leading the way there for a big run. It's K-Ron Lynch Adams. He hits the second level. He hits the end zone. 63 yards.
But guess on who set the tone. Look at that center. Tanner Miller washing his guy out of there. K-Ron Lynch Adams can crawl to the end zone if he wants it.
Look at this block.
Really
from
watch
Tanner Miller.
Tanner Miller. Oh my God. Nope, still driving, still driving, still driving, still driving. And he looks up.
Fancher and the Owls yet to convert on third down. They will hear those. He slides down. Got to be careful. And he pops up. So first down for Florida Atlantic. Yes, to take over this QB spot. He drops back. Good protection up front, but a coverage sack downfield, but Fancher will roll out. And there is a flag down. You would think in a play like that, this could potentially be holding.
You can hear the crowd erupt a little bit. There's a pretty strong argument for holding on the left side of that offensive line, but we'll see if that's the actual call.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense. Number 55. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
So they get hands to the face instead on Roberts. And Fancher drops it off. C.J. Campbell makes the catch. Halliday trying to pull him down. Got some help towards the tail end there. This field goal for Carter Davis coming from 43 here. Rather, they had their short yardage kicker in Morgan Suarez, who kicks them typically from 25 and comes back out. And now slings it over the middle, and it is caught by Jack Velling, his teammate at Oregon State. The Corvallis connection playing out here. The offense possibly throughout the course of the season. Childs again working off that run game like you said earlier as they fake it and roll out. I've seen that multiple times, extended the play, which he can do, but couldn't hook up with Jerron Glover that time.
You mentioned earlier about that chemistry.
They've got Isaiah Johnson in now. They go deep. They were looking once again for Glover. Had a couple of DBs back in coverage. Jaden Williams, who you really like on this Florida Atlantic defense, was one of them shading that route. And 88 rushing yards for this Florida Atlantic offense to just 9 passing yards. They're going to try to run it again here. Designed for Cam Fancher. Slipped the initial tackle, then got hit by Charles Brantley, who's back after he missed the last 9 games, comprised mostly of transfers at wide receiver for FAU. So they're still trying to get the chemistry down. Pressure from the backside. That pass is caught over the middle this time. A rare play through the air for FAU. They needed 10, picked up 11. It is Hayes on. So now it's third and short. They'll opt to run it, and they won't get there. Dragged down in the backfield. Great play from Chris Bogle. Loss of 4.
Timeout. Michigan State.
He's one of the 8 returners on this defense into the locker room. Had an explosive run play in this half with K'Ron Lynch Adams, 60-plus yards to the house. They give it to Nate Carter to run out the first half of play. It's coming over from Marshall, learning his new teammates. His team will get the ball to begin this second half. Michigan State's defense started to really step up toward the tail end of that second quarter. The Vaughn playing under new defensive coordinator Joe Rossi, who came over from Minnesota. Now back to the ground game. Barry Mobley being tracked out of bounds there over to the Spartan sideline. Gain of 1.
Firmly out of bounds. Dylan Tatum just trying to get him on the ground, but that right there is one of the most dangerous things you can do as a tackler. Now look, he's off balance. He's trying to chase him down. He's not trying to hurt him, but you see that compromising position. Compromising position that Zuberi Mobley was at.
They'll fake the run. Rarely have they gone to the air in this game. One-on-one. It was Majid on the coverage. And it looks like he might get hit with the penalty here as he was looking for years at Arizona State. Experienced guy, was flying around at practice yesterday. Fancher goes back to the air. They try to set up some blocks. They do have a first down. Pass is complete. Over on that far side has Jay Shaw. Fancher has scrambled multiple times on third down. He gets popped. Absolutely rocked in the backfield.
And he gets the Fancher.
So this from 44. and Spartan fans celebrating because that is no good. So a big stand for the Michigan State defense. First or more.
3 personal fouls, by the way.
Yeah. And Childs under pressure, using his legs to improvise and extend the play. Directing traffic. Got to get a lot of this back, though. Scoots into some traffic and got hit. The effort, the competitiveness of the 18-year-old on display on that play did pick up. FAU's 1 for 7 on third down today. Pressure got there quick. It was Talley who had the sack on the last drive that got in the face at his own 45. You could be looking at possibly some really good field position here. He is going to run up and fair catch this right up near the 50.
Offers, including Michigan State.
Play clock winding down here, 3rd and 5. They opt to run it, trusting Carter with getting this first down. We'll see where they mark it. It's going to be flip it out opposite way this time with Carter. Gets a block from this newly constructed offensive line. Stanton Ramil got out there, one of the backup tackles. Gain of 8. Back, right?
If you're going there, I'll meet you. Yes, sir.
Childs got that ball away in time. It is on time. Caught by Isaiah Johnson, who came into this game with no career catches. They've got Lynch Adams in at running back. He already has 1 touchdown today. Gets swung down there.
I'm keeping...
They go back to Nate Carter this time, flip-flopping the running backs. The tight end they had on that play had both Velling and Michael Masunis in the block on that right side. All that came over from Oregon State with Childs, with head coach Jonathan Smith. And now Childs is looking to the end zone. It is intercepted. It is intercepted and heading back the other way. Chance for a big return from Philip Dunham, the former Indiana Hoosier, who cuts it back well inside of Spartan territory. 2nd red zone turnover of the day. A return of 58 for Dunham.
You talk about being comfortable. Philip Dunham spending so much time at IU. He's been in this stadium. He is familiar. He jumps that route. He sniffs it the entire way. So instinctual, was so instinctual as a Hoosier, and here goes back home to Florida. But the playmaking came with him. That is very late.
1 for 8 on third down. Florida Atlantic looking Fancher improvise, and he's ultimately brought down. A flag came flying in late, and there was a slight grab of the face mask at the tail end. You wonder if that was where it was, but when was he down as well?
And you have Fancher grabbing his knee. It looks like he's walking it off, but...
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 94. 15-yard run.
Again, you brought... Fancher has to switch sides. Intended for his tight end Zeke Moore, but incomplete. Cal Holiday was out there on the coverage. Roll it out to the end zone. They go for a touchdown to pull within 1 score. Jay Sean Blatt on the receiving end, and a big play for FAU off that INT. It is a 1-possession game, 7 plays, 40 yards they go.
And you're going to see miscommunication on the back end. Watch both DBs go to the flat, leaving a wide open Jay Sean Blatt. When you are in man coverage, and unfortunately miscommunication gives an easy 6.
Important extra point for Suarez, and he does make it a 6-point game. Childs has the target open, finds him. It's Montoya Foster who puts his foot in the ground and gets out past the 40 for a Michigan State first down and gain of 16 to close out the third fight we got left.
Thanks, Coach.
There was a jump. This should be a free play. They lob it up to Glover. And now we'll get the verdicts.
I may throw some socks down there if we're having laundry day.
Again, another Big Ten opponent, but lost by 6 to Illinois last year. They're down 6 today. And Kayron Lynch-Adams continues to bounce and break off tackles. Brought down by Bugs Brown, but not after a big gain of 10.
Of the legendary Larry Meir.
Handed off, right back to Kayron Lynch-Adams. Broke through 2 tackles, then gets cut down. Jackson Ambush finished off the tackle, but the momentum is really moving now with the hot.
And they're looking to rectify that now.
Empty backfield for Childs. Haven't seen a lot of that. And Foster scooped that up. He looks like he did. 5-258. You're getting some weight in, especially on the left side of the O-line there. 4th and 1. A big 4th and 1 here. Oh, Lynch-Adams got met by the Florida Atlantic D-line. What a job to step up in a clutch moment, and the Spartans continue to struggle.
Is his mantra. Players can walk in at any moment that they want.
Big 3rd and 4 here. That is complete. A first down and more to Amari Hayes. Down just 6 here. Fancher will keep it. Running away. Inside of the 50 he goes. Got to scoot past Bogle there and picks up another FAU first down. Some motion to work with. They give it to Mobley. He did not get there. Not enough for the first down. Now decision time.
4 down territory as
that was Platt in motion. Fancher ran that direction, then got hit in the backfield. Turnover on downs. Big play for the FAU defense. Childs wants it all downfield, incomplete. Looking for Montori Foster. Day Hill, the lockdown quarter for FAU, and on the coverage that time. A drive here where they're trying to take the lead. Fancher, dangerous crossing route. It is caught though by Hayes. Fancher, pressure off the edge. Gross got there but couldn't bring him down. Now Gross gets back up, but Fancher gets it away. Was this caught in bounds? Found Dom Henry. Fancher will roll. Designed play to that side. You talked about his legs. Slides down. Turner came in, and they throw the flag for the 2nd time today on that slide. Malik Spencer was ejected earlier in the game for targeting, and now they'll look at Turner's last hit.
it's now that forearm shiver gets involved. For those people wondering, no, he's not leading with the crown of his helmet, but that forearm shiver making contact with the helmet. We'll see.
After review, there is no target on the play. However, number one slide started at the 41-yard line. Therefore, he is dead. The ball is dead where he gets himself up at the 41. That is short of the line to gain. As a result, we have a turnover on downs. We will then enforce the late kick as well as the unsportsmanlike conduct foul, both on number 7. It'll be first down, Michigan State.
All right. Just 3 for 12 on third down today. This is the biggest of the day. Childs with good protection. Got it away. A strong throw, incomplete. He wanted Glover, and Bugs Brown was on the coverage. Just 2 for 12 on third down today. Pressure was from Bogle. Fancher escapes, but to the sideline and did not get nearly enough for a first down. So now you go to fourth down.
He wants it more.
4th and 8 for Florida Atlantic. Huge play here. Maybe the biggest of the game. Fancher over the middle, and that is caught. Hold in. Hayes with the grab. 3rd and 15, and a big one for Cam Fancher. Bogle trying to track him down. Fancher directing traffic, and they're going to have another 4th down coming up to try to extend this game. Just a gain of 1 there. Angelo Gross came over. Fancher steps up. Green jersey's in his face, and he is dragged down, got that off, but it's Talley, who was big earlier in this one, showcasing the depth of the Michigan State D-line to come up big and effectively end this one, barring a turnover. And
It took 4 years at Oregon State before he was able to get his first win and bowl bid. Regardless of what happens tonight, I'm telling you, that will happen in half the time here in East Lansing.
16-10. Going to be the final. To get the final handshake there for Jonathan Smith and Tom Herman. The final score for our awesome crew. Brock, phenomenal job. Danny Rogers down on the sideline. 16-10, Michigan State going to wrap this one up. Improved to 12-0 in Friday night openers. Mentioned we got volleyball coming up, Pitt and Oregon. Aiden Childs gets his first win as the Michigan State QB.